Abdul Rashid Sahab?
One question first. What is the difference between Kitabullah and Kalamullah, please?
Kitabullah is a term of Sharia, which means any book containing law for a people. And Kalamullah is a general term which could be applied to any kalam of Allah. But sometimes people confuse these two terms, and when they generally loosely say Kalamullah, they mean Kitabullah. But Kalamullah is not necessarily the Kitabullah. Kitabullah is the book, the people of the book, you know. They belong to that book which brings Sharia. While Allah spoke to all other prophets which followed Moses, who never brought a new kitab. So their kalam was also Kalamullah, but it was not Kitabullah.
In the Holy Quran, Kalamullah is mentioned 3 times, and I was reading the tafsir, and
will you quote from each verse?
I don't know, sir, I can quote it tomorrow. In the tafsir,
words 3 times.
Well, I got the small notes printed by Maulvi Muhammad Sahib, and he said that it has been mentioned 3 times in the Holy Quran, Kalamullah. And Kalamullah, Hazrat Muslim Radiallahu Ta'ala Anhu has said that Kalamullah means Al-Quran, and Kitabullah means Injil, Torah and other books, which are not word of God.
Which are?
Not word of God. They are written by people.
You always misquote, unfortunately. He couldn't have done it. It's impossible. The fact is that Al-Kitab, the Holy Quran itself calls itself Al-Kitab. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. The very first verse. How can Muslim now say this is not Al-Kitab?
I'll bring the reference tomorrow, so I haven't got it with me at the moment. Another question which happened the other day.
Always have the reference first and then speak on references.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I thought it will be clear, you know, what is not.
But don't you remember this Alif Lam Mim?
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Alif Lam Mim Zalikul Kitabullah.
It is not Kitab. If the Holy Quran is not Kitab, how could the Holy Quran call itself Al-Kitab?
Yeah, but Kitabullah, what they are saying is not exactly word of God. It's written by people. You know, not the Holy Quran. No, please don't get me wrong.
No. What I'm talking of the first part of your statement.
Yeah, I'll bring the book. Yeah, I'll bring the book tomorrow and make it clear.
That when you said Hazrat Muslim Maud has written that previous books were Kitabullah and the Holy Quran is Kalamullah, that I don't accept, because the Holy Quran itself calls itself Al-Kitab, number 1, and also calls previous books as Al-Kitab. Number 2, you said, you made a second reference about the previous book, Injil and Torah, not being the word of God. That is also wrong. It's impossible for anyone to say, while the Holy Quran itself says that Torah was the word of God and Injil was the word of God. So they were word of God. What Muslim Maud must have said was this, that whatever is contained in the name of Torah and Injil, as we have inherited today, all of that is not word of God. The word of man has been extensively used in these books under the cover of word of God. And there is internal proof as well as external proof that this is the case. But part of that is definitely word of God, as spoken by Allah. But the fact is that the tradition and the book got confused and mixed up in the earlier religions. When somebody says in a tradition of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we were there and we find Huzur Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam in such and such state, and then the wahi came and such thing was revealed to him. Now a part of it is a tradition and a part of it is word of God. Now this distinction was maintained meticulously by Islam and the followers of Islam, but the previous people did not do it. So the part of tradition, which was not a word of God but was only descriptive, that also was contained in the word of God. And so the Bible in fact is a mixture of tradition and the book. There are writers and scribes who say this happened and that happened to Moses. That is not the word of God. Then it says Allah spoke to him and said this. Then Moses, servant of Allah, did that and that. Many statements like these are in fact word of God. But the remaining descriptions are just like annals. Somebody has kept records and made mistakes, and people got confused about this. This is the true state. The Muslim must have said something like this, which you added further confusion to the confusion of all the people.
I think I have, sir. Yeah, I'll bring it tomorrow. I'm sorry about that, causing the unnecessary bother. So could you kindly explain, as we know, Ahl Quran believe only in Quran. What about Ahl Hadith? What exactly they believe in?
Haven't I explained it earlier? What was missing on that?
Sorry, I was not here.
You were not here.
So I'll leave that one.
Thank you.
Listen to it here.
Fun?
No, they're all my own questions. Well,